Yo, what's good, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well today, and welcome to episode 104 of Stayin in D1. Now, if you guys didn't see the last episode, you guys can see now we're at 10 points, and Joe Hart beasted for us. Make sure you guys go check out the last episode. It's gonna be in a reply to this video. Joe Hart was absolutely incredible. You guys missed out a great one if you haven't seen it, so make sure you guys go see that episode. But in any case, we are at 10 points. Plenty of games remaining in this run through Division 1, so we're gonna make sure that we continue the win streak and go on to win another match here, hopefully against this team, a 4-1-2-1-2 full BPL side, and he's got Thiago Silva as his center back right there, paired up with David Luiz, so I knew this was going to be a tough match. He has a great team at that. In form, I think that's second in form, Santi Cazorla, and it was just going to be bad news, but despite all of that, I managed to play great defense, even though the first shot of the match, it's going to go off Joe Hart and off the post. Very lucky on my end not to concede, but one thing I can say about this team is that it was very scrappy in the first half almost every single time. I don't know if it was just the team kind of, warming up or something. I'm not really sure what it was, but it felt like every single game I played with this team, it would take until the second half until these screws were tightened, if you will, if you guys know what I mean. It just wouldn't work out for me until the second half. In fact, this was really the only shot on target I had the whole first half. It was 27 yards out, free kick with Ben Arfa, curve it beautifully, but this time it just goes right over the crossbar. Here's another example of great passing with the 4-3-2-1. Eventually we find Mvia make the run, a great fake shot to stop. We break free a little bit from David Luiz, but no power on that shot. Kind of unlucky not to get anything with that one. Second half now, we go with Ben Arfa down to Cabai. Cabai's going to get it to Hazard, and Hazard cannot put it in as Lloris keeps it from going into the back of the net. A bit unlucky not to score that one. Should have been up 1-0. We eventually get a corner, cross it in with Cabai. Dembaba gets to it. He makes a save and another save. That one falls right to his keeper, but my opponent gets an attack, and Joe Hart says, hey man, anything you can do, I can do better. He makes a save for us and keeps it leveled at 0-0. Eventually, finally, I get a nice passing sequence right to Dembaba. Dembaba's going to feed Ben Arfa. Ben Arfa's going to moving scoop turns, one of my favorite moves in this game, and he just curves it around Hugo Lloris, and we end up scoring the only goal of the match, leaving this victory at 1-0. You guys see the match stats. They're pretty defensive battle, but now we have 13 points with 5 games remaining, a perfect position to go ahead and get that Division 1 title with 4 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses. Things are looking very good in this run through Division 1. So let's go ahead and jump into the next game. And we come up against a 4-1-2-1-2 full Bundesliga side. Looks to be like a Dortmund fan at that. He's got Felipe Santana as his left back. Probably a good idea, actually. I think he only has 7 chem. He's tall, he's strong. Works out if you are a defensive-minded player, and I think he was on ultra-defensive at that. Here, he pulled him out of position, so it's one-on-one Ben Arfa versus Hummels. We've done him at this point right here with a McGeady turn, and then he gives me a Meta World Peace elbow. Ref, how are you not going to call that penalty, my friend? That was a penalty. 10 times out of 10, ref does not call it. This time, Subotic wants some. Ben Arfa says, later, my friend, get out my way. Again, we've done him, but just an extra skill move for no reason. I end up Ronaldo chopping after he slide tackles, and I end up giving up possession, and I don't get a goal. Here, an awkward little touch from both sides. Thank goodness we don't concede in the 24th minute. Then he tries to get us on the counter with his pace. I end up making a mistake there going for the tackle, but he's going to cut inside. He's going to get a shot on goal, and Joe Hart again comes up with a big save to ensure that we do not concede. I over the top through ball it to Dembaba, who's going to cross it into Ben Arfa. How in the world does he not put that in? I flip it over his defender's head, but he just ends up suffocating me with that great defense he was playing, and I end up not scoring. Eventually, again, Ben Arfa was the man of the match for me, man. He was taking on defenders left and right, but this is what I like about the 4-3-2-1. This is the second half at this point. We're trying to play a little bit of possession rather than the counterattack, and you're able to do that with the 4-3-2-1. As you guys can see here, eventually he does end up playing good defense, but that's completely fine. Was able to at least maintain a little bit of possession. We get the ball back here again, and we're going to try to get something going this time again with Ben Arfa. We are free, and his keeper makes a great save. Hazard gets a shot on target. His keeper again in position to make a great save. 80th minute now. We're going to try to get something going. Demba with a shot. Hits the post, but the ref says, hey, man, you fouled Ben Arfa. He was just schooling all of these defenders. We end up getting a free kick here. We're going to go ahead and try to take it with Cabai. Cabai's got great stats, man. Great free kick stats. You guys are going to see right there. Look at that. Everything's pretty much in the 80s. We're going to try to curve it around the wall here. He takes a defender, puts it on the other side. This one, his keeper just gets his fingertips on there. But 90th minute, tick-tock, tick-tock. Tick-tock. The ref doesn't blow his whistle, so we've got one last chance, one last attack. Here's it gonna be all or nothing. Ben Arfa to Demba just gets to this one, and we end up scoring in the 90th minute to get that one goal lead. So all we got to do is play defense, but it's the 90th minute. Anything can happen. We've scored our fair share of goals in the 90th minute, but we've also conceded our fair share of goals in the 90th minute. Look what he does. He ends up just getting rid of the ball straight from kickoff. We end up getting a goal kick. We just go ahead and put this one down the pitch. Ref still doesn't blow his whistle, so I'm saying to myself, hey man, I'm going to go ahead and try to put the nail in the coffin and score, but he's frustrated at this point. He just doesn't seem like he wants to even try to score. I put it back on balance. It was on attacking because I didn't want to lose. And you guys can see here, the ref finally calls the match. We end up winning this one. You guys are going to see the match stats real quick. An incredible game from both sides, man. Joe Hart with only 3 saves there, but you guys see the match stats. We did have our fair share of chances, way more than he did, and we are at 5 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses, 4 games remaining, 15 points, in perfect position to get that Division 1 title. So that's going to be this episode of Stayin in D1. For the next run through Division 1, though, guys, I want you guys to pick my team. I want you guys to leave in the comment section below what team I should use. So go ahead and let me know. Give it a thumbs up to the favorite team you guys want me to use, and we'll go ahead and do that. So if you guys like this episode, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you guys enjoy daily FIFA content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I mean, what else you gonna do? We'll see you guys later.